Oop, 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 whip, 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 whoop. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to stream. I haven't, I mean, I guess you just call it just, I like to call it big stream. I don't have a little stream yet, but big stream. What is up, guys? What's up, everyone? And welcome back to Warframe. How y'all doing tonight? Nobody's here. Perfectly fine, perfectly fine, perfectly fine. Alright, so making sure actually this thing is on and up, ready to go. I was actually checking my little, what is it? I was checking my inbox over here, and I actually noticed that all the stuff we got last stream, actually last Warframe stream, actually did show up, so that's nice. Which I don't think is the first time this happened, to be fair, so I'm not even surprised. It's nice. Which is good, because one of those things is new, so. In any case, you see what the title is about. If you don't know what we're doing right now, Warframe is back in the shop. Warframe is a very just important item, very rare item, and I'm actually missing I think I'm missing the stuff to get it right now, because I have other stuff to do, so I haven't actually gotten to it yet. I actually don't know how much lessons I have right now, or maybe we'll find out in a second. To be fair, so I'll get that done, and we'll go back to farming regular stuff, because actually it turns out that this weekend is actually a double affinity weekend, which means you get more XP for all this stuff. Like you're gonna have to see all this stuff as a 0. That's actually doing a little bit faster right now because of the XP weekend. So I'll be dealing with that later. But for right now, of course, our main goal today is going to be dealing with all this stuff. So we're gonna do that first, and then we'll get to anything else after that. So I was trying to figure out what to ramble about today. I was thinking to myself, what am I going to talk about today? I wasn't exactly sure. Well, I guess I don't know. I think I should need to do this at some point soon is going to... Oh, shoot, I'm freaking lagging. Jesus Christ, okay. Alright, game, please. This is not a hard game to run, but I think I need to change... I need to clean up my computer. It's not mine, but... In any case... I just got in here and they already, for God's sake, you know what? Let them clear the objective, because I clearly can't run right now. I can't run the game right now. All right. But what is it? I actually need to go and fix my Switch. That was okay. So the backup now. This last weekend, my friends, and I have a couple of friends that I talked to from. Oh, wait, hold on. What was that? Wait, hold on. I thought I just saw something for Is that? No, it's not. Okay. I gotta go out here before I die. But there's a couple of friends that I still talk to from high school. And we talk regularly throughout the year, just through text and whatnot. But like once a year, for a couple of years, we've been like just annually in August, we just meet up just do something, go somewhere. And this week, there was like a repair type of thing that was going on. Let's see here, what much do I have? 13? Oh, we're gonna be here for a while. We're here for a little while, I see. Okay. Let's get all these incursions done first, and then we'll get back to it. We'll handle that. I won't be able to do all that today. I'll do some more tomorrow, and probably Sunday as well. That's fine, as long as I get done before the end of the year. As long as I get done before the end of Sunday, should be fine. Anyways. So, I'm gonna leave that one for later. So one of my friends found this repair event that was going on at a museum, like a half hour away. I was like, yeah, sure, that seems fun. So I was trying to figure out some stuff to bring with me to repair, because I don't typically have this broken electronics sitting around the place. So, okay, we'll see if I can find anything. And I remembered that my boombox was actually not working properly. So yes, I do actually have a boombox. If you haven't seen, actually, I don't normally have this stuff in the description, but because of YouTube, if you want to, it's not on my music channel yet, This channel is on my list of channel links. If you check out my my SoundCloud, the song will be on there. It is the Never Ending Nightmare. I forgot what my buttons are. Never Ending Nightmare. The beginning and the end of it, there is a bit of there's some sound effects from a tape player or a cassette player. Me entering it, me putting in the tape and taking it out. Is part of the aesthetic of the song and everything. And one of the things that I wanted to do, so I know that my grandfather has a lot of old tech, and so I remember back when I went there, my grandmother's house at one point. To my grandmother's house at one point to go clear out some stuff in the basement. She showed me some stuff in the basement. And one of the things I discovered or at least found was like this handheld tape player that didn't seem to be working properly. So I was like, okay, well I don't need to be working. I just need the sound effect. So if you can email me that, or sorry, not email me that, but like mail me the tape player, I can use it for my sound. I can use it for the sound effects. I just need to get a tape, or at least get like if you send it to me with like blank tape, that'd be fine. I forgot what time of year it was. I think it might have been my birthday. Because then what ended up happening is either my birthday or Christmas. Because instead of sending me the tape player, that's the small little tape player that was probably broken, which I would have tried to repair, but it's like, no, well, it doesn't matter if it's working or not. I just need the sound effects. He actually sent me an entirely new boombox that was like, I mean, it's like a, regular one, but it's like just got some Bluetooth, it's got aux, it's got CD functionality as well. And so I was like, oh, okay. Like, okay. That's cool then. Sure. So yeah, I did my recordings and whatnot. I got my sound effects. That was nice. But then afterwards, I mean, I've still been using it because I've been using it as first as an excuse to build my CD collection. And so when I went there, so sometime after that, I was trying to make a mixtape for my grandfather. Normally, occasionally, I tried making CDs because he still uses, of course, he still has a lot of CD players and tape players and whatnot. So I tried to make some CDs of my music. But I was like, you know what? This time I want to make a tape. So I think it'd be an interesting little experiment and trial. Especially because the song I was working on was supposed to sound like it's on tape, and it's somewhat not really, but I had like a old school tape kind of vibe, analog kind of vibe. I figured, it'd be cool to actually put it on tape. So, yeah, I decided to do that little thing. So, I actually got, he got me the boombox, I got my own tapes. I had to freaking, I actually tried to buy them off of Amazon because no one was selling blank tapes. And I was, oh, hold on a second. This is... Extraction available. My dad's calling me right now. Or continue excavating artifacts. Okay, hold on. I have to send a tab. Send a text real quick. Actually, yeah, there we go. It's an automated response, which kind of sucks, but... Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from enemy fire. But... An artifact has been located. Proceed. What is it? Oh yeah, no, I got some blank tapes. Just some regular... I had to look up different tapes somewhat, but... Kind of move with one hand and use my phone with the other. What's the Wi-Fi? Okay, I will send to him in a second. Get to that. Let me get to extraction first. Hold on. What was that? Was that mouse? Where are you? There we go. Excellent. All right. Let's send that to him real quick. Oh boy. That's crazy. All right. Well, anyways. It's not wrong. It's wrong. I'll just fix it in a second. But anyways, so I would spend so I had like a weekend by myself with my dog, and I was just like, okay, I finished the song and whatnot. I made sure it was all good and everything, and I spent what was it? So I spent like a day just messing around with one of the tapes, trying different settings and whatnot. Because if you push, what is it? Tapes are very, at least tapes that I'm using are very, let's say weak, but well, let's say fragile, but sensitive is a word I'm looking for. If you record to it too loud, it will just show up as static, or it will show up very. You'll hear it being cut off. You got to be very careful with how high you want to do it. And if you do it too low, then it seems like the noise that's just there by default, at least by the nature of tape, is just going to overpower what the sound is. You got to find the right balance of sound, right balance of noise to put into the tape, and or right balance of volume to record onto the tape. And what I ended up doing was, well, I was recording it through this little DAC that I have, this little Bluetooth DAC. So I had found the right volume to record it through the DAC, or exporting it through the DAC, as well as find the right volume to export it through or right volume on the actual boombox itself to record it in. And it's like just a lot of trial and error, and also making sure that everything is recorded properly and stuff like that, and just seeing how it sounded and doing experiments and whatnot. And eventually, after like literally the entire day, I just got it, or because I was doing other stuff too, I managed to get to a few settings that I actually thought were good. It's like, okay, yeah, all right, I think this is good. This sounds good. Do one more check before I package this up and send it off. And to be fair, I got some other tapes as well that were actually better, more suited for music. Because the original ones that I got were just some regular blank tapes. Like, there's like Type 1 tapes and there's Type 2 tapes. Type 2 tapes are more for actual audio, and Type 1 tapes are just general purpose. So I was just using general purpose tapes at that point. But I got the settings done, I want to make sure it sounded good. So I got it sounded good, and I was like, okay, let me try it one more time and make sure that this is actually good. And then before I, like, okay, let me just lie. All right, these are what I'm going to be using. And I wish I remembered to write all that stuff down. I didn't. So I had to trial and error at some point again. But when I was trying it the last time, it was like, something weird with the tape going on. Just hearing like crunching sounds and like, why is it not playing properly and everything like that? It's kind of weird. Eventually, I just gave up and I was like, okay, maybe this sounds like concerning me. Let me try to take this out real quick and just try this again. And it didn't come out. In fact, it barely opened. In fact, the actual cassette bay barely opened up. It's like, huh? Oh God! Oh no! my boombox ate my tape. That thing, freaking. Well, I mean, it didn't destroy it, but it basically chewed the freaking thing up, and it wouldn't come out. And I was just like, all right, you know what? I just need to stop messing with it so it doesn't actually break anything on the boombox itself. But now the tape player isn't working anymore. That thing is gone. So I'm like, great. Now my tape player is not working. Unfortunately, the CD part still worked and everything else still worked about it, but the tape part didn't work. So there goes the mixtape idea. At least I could use it. At least I could still use it for my CDs. But regardless, that's unfortunate. So yeah, for a while I just kind of let it be. So I still use it occasionally for my CDs, or I still use it occasionally for my CDs, but I didn't use it for of course I didn't use it for the tape, and I didn't want to take it apart because I wasn't sure how to take it apart because it's not a very popular boom. I mean, it's a very mass-produced boombox, but it wasn't. I didn't have any. I didn't know how to take it apart. I didn't have confidence to take it apart. I wasn't sure if break anything or anything like that. So I just didn't do it. I figured at this point, since it's a repair thing, I got one of my friends who are also very very tech fluent, especially one of them who is also does a lot of repair stuff on his own as well. So okay, I asked him. There's also all these other people around me that also have a bunch of tools and tech repair knowledge. I think this is a good opportunity to actually try and get this thing repaired. So let me bring this with me, bring my tools with me, and just see what I can do. So yeah, I went there and I had some time, talked with some people as well, because I was going there to hang out with my friends as well. ended up meeting somebody who was just taking pictures of stuff because it's a cool museum actually. There's a lot of old technology, a lot of information. It's actually just generally really cool. So yeah, they were actually I met this person. They were actually taking pictures of many different tech museums in different areas. Like they told me they went to Europe, or they went to the UK, they went to Germany, went to various tech museums around the place. It was actually really cool. And so they were going. This is just one of the other tech museums that they're going to go photograph. They're taking pictures of. And so because recently, it's a more recent development. I actually broke the other camera on my phone because like the first I have two. So my phone has like two cameras, like the regular lens and the macro lens. The macro lens, the glass on top of it, broke from heat damage one day. Just left it in the car and the unfortunately in the middle part, and it broke. I just came in there one day, and I just looked at my phone, and it broke. It just, yep, no more macro lens. Along with my iPod, which also got a giant black spot in the corner. Fortunately, doesn't cover anything important, but it is it was still terrifying to look at. So I was like, okay, then, yeah, I better take this heat more seriously. Regardless, I had the one camera after that. And then, I can't remember when I did it, but I was trying to put my iPod in my pocket one day, and my knuckle was just a little bit...
The angels have torn open another rupture. Fill it with Vitaplast before this whole ship goes topsy-turvy.
My knuckle was just on the lens, just because it was just in my pocket. And when I was putting in the... When I was putting in the... Well, I was putting the iPod in my pocket, and I was just doing it. My knuckle just pressed up against the glass a little bit on the front of the lens, and all I just heard was creak, just a little crack. I pulled the phone out of my pocket, out of my pocket, and there goes my other lens. So now neither of my phone lenses work. At least both of them are broken now. Because of the nature of new phones, I don't want to take it apart because I don't think I can. I don't have the tools for it. I can't do it. I don't have the tools for it. But also, things glued together, and who knows if it's paired or whatnot. So I was like, shoot, I don't want to really take this thing apart. So I mean, the phone still works properly. So I don't want to I'm not going to get a new phone for this. But at the same time, okay, hold on, I gotta get this thing. Back over here. Come on. Heavy attack, heavy attack. Okay. There we go. It's one of them at least. Okay, the one went.
I do not know where that thing came from, but it will not be going back. You can always do more.
Regardless. So yeah, okay, now neither of my phone's working. But I'm not gonna get a whole new phone. I mean, just for the camera. Because I had interest in photography. I've been I was researching photography for one of the short story I was writing, and I figured I was actually pretty interested in photography at that point. But regardless, cameras are expensive, so I didn't just want to buy one off the rip. Like, okay, I wanted some research on it first, and so I want to talk to somebody who's actually knowledgeable about cameras and photography and just see what their opinions are and whatnot. It's like, okay, yeah, let me talk to this guy. He seems like he's got, actual professional camera. Just see what his thoughts are. Just pick his brain a little bit. See, talk about it.
Very sorry about this. One of the fears the void likes to manifest.
Come on, give back my stuff.
Meet the repressed fears of teenage hunter. I call her Skitter Girl. She's a thief.
Ran out of ammo. Hold on. Shoot the child. No, I can't say that. I can't say that. No. No, we don't encourage that here. No. You didn't hear that from me. No. Anyways. So, I was like, okay, now's my chance to get an actual dedicated camera. So, like I said, I went over to the guy. I just asked, hey, can I just, like, said, I'm interested in maybe getting a camera at some point. Like, you're knowledgeable about cameras. Can you talk to me? Can I ask you, like, what think it would be good for a camera and everything like that. So he just showed me around the place. So he was trying to do some. He was on a schedule just to take pictures around the place. So it's like, if you want to tail me for a bit, I'll talk, and we just talk, and as I take pictures, and we can discuss the stuff. And so we did for a little bit. But anyways, after all that, and then we had a tour of the museum from one of the people who were like managing and everything like that. It's a cool guy, and everyone was cool as well. It was just a cool event. At the time, and so I took the boombox with me. Took it, put it on the table. Took it apart with my friends and everything like that. Because two of the screw, I swear, I had to borrow a couple of screwdrivers from a couple of people around the place, because two of the screws that are on the back of the boombox, at least the bottom of the boombox, were so far deep up the boombox. It's just, my screwdriver just got stuck trying to get to it. So, anyways, got the thing apart and everything. Took it apart. Finally, I had to take everything, basically, not everything apart, but just basically everything. Yeah, kind of everything apart. Top, bottom, front, everything like that, because of just where the tape player was. I found everything apart. Just actually got to see what was happening. The other thing was really round. That thing was really wound up in there. That thing wasn't coming out anytime soon. Now, fortunately for me, the actual boombox itself was perfectly fine. Like, the actual boombox itself was not damaged at all. At least it seemed like it wasn't damaged. I actually haven't tested it yet to see if the tape player works. But it didn't look damaged at all. Like, it looked fine, fortunately. But the tape itself, oh no, that thing wasn't gone. That thing was gone. That thing was way gone. The thing was broken. Well, it wasn't broken in a million pieces. The tape wasn't broken. The actual physical tape wasn't broken, but the actual tape, that thing was unsalvageable. I was like, hey, look, I don't care about I've got better tapes now. They're actually good audio tapes. They're more expensive, and there's like only two of them compared to like 8 tapes they got from the regular blank Type 1 tapes. I was like, it sucks, but just cut it out. Just cut it. Just cut the tape out so we can save the boombox. That's more important to me. Got the thing cut out. We just put it back together and everything. Tested it out with the CD, and yeah, it still works, fortunately. So, yeah, that's fine. That's good. And so once that was done, okay, I was like, okay, you know what? While I have a chance, we're still here, and I'm still doing tech repair stuff. I actually brought my Switch with me. I hadn't took it apart because I had to take the back plate off, because I was like, okay, I'd rather take it off when I'd rather take it apart. I wanted to take the back plate off my Switch and clean out the fan, because every time I play Xenoblade Chronicles or something like that, I just hear the thing spin up like a jet engine. It's like, okay, all right, buddy, it's okay, it's fine. Poor Switch, it's so old by this point. It probably does need to clean out. Just I've taken around the place all over the place, so it probably does need to clean out by this point. There, poor Switch. I'll get you a clean out. But I wanted to take it apart when I actually had a back plate, so that way when I took it apart, I could put a new back plate. I could take the old back plate off and put a new back plate on as my custom. So that way I'd have custom Joy-Cons and a custom back plate, which I think would be cool. I just couldn't find a good back plate on Etsy, so at least one that's just the back plate, not the entire Switch itself, or not just the back plate itself, but I wanted just a back plate, not the back plate and Switch. It's not Switch and Eternals and everything like that, because everything was just like, oh yeah, here's a back plate and Switch. I don't need the Switch, I just need the back plates. But anyways, regardless, I decided, okay, I might as well just take it apart and clean out the fan anyway, because I don't think I'll find a back plate anytime soon. Oh, I love this quote. Age. Let my gavel ring justice off your thin tin skull. I love that quote. Alright, fanboying aside. More importantly.
I'm very excited now. The
Anticipation. Always learn so much. Live dissection. Oh, right here. Anyways, so I started taking it apart, and my friend was looking up the process and everything like that. Only to realize that, hey, the screws on the sides they aren't Phillips screws. Like, they look like Phillips screws,
Stay focused.
but they aren't Phillips
Heavy unit
screws.
approaching.
They're like some special Japanese screw called JS or JIS, which is just, it's so close to Phillips, but not quite. And you'd think it wouldn't matter, but I was steadily stripping one of the screws on the side by the railing. Like, oh, yeah, maybe I should do this right now. I don't have the right tools for it. So I got like I got the two screws off the bottom. At least one of those, I got them loose, and then I got some of the screws on the railing apart. Like, okay, let me just stop before I strip the screws completely, and put this thing back together. Only to realize, where's one of the screws on the sides? Oh, great. Yeah, one of them just vanished all of a sudden. Just gone. Legitimately gone. I don't know where I didn't know where it went. I don't know what happened to it. It just vanished. And I had them all in the little container that's on the screwdriver case. But I put them on the back, and one of them just disappeared. Don't know where it went. So I'm sitting here like, great, now I'm missing a screw. I decided to take this part randomly, and like, okay, let me find this screw here. Maybe my friends are on our hands and knees trying to look on the floor, the carpet, which is, of course, it's got to be a grooved carpet too. Trying to search for this tiny screw. We know where it would be found. Well, I'd be careful with this because it's in high enough level where it might be dangerous. Oh, well, never mind. Everyone in here is just overpowered, so I don't have to care too much. I didn't even know where he went. He just disappeared.
Lizard, leech, bloody worm.
One of the best voice actors in the game.
Gonna pull
As
this
you know.
ocean down on us if I have to.
I just like his voice lines. What's up, buddy? Make this quick. Oh. Well, anyways. Yeah, so I missed the screw. We're over on the hands and knees trying to find this stupid thing. And some of the people around us were trying to help as well. Got a flashlight out, trying to find the shadows of the screw on the floor and everything like that. And that thing would just vanish. It actually went to the shadow realm. It's like, God dang. And next thing you know, as we were searching for the one screw, another one of the screws, because the two screws on the bottom, I said I'd loosen them, but they didn't actually come out. As we were searching for that one screw on the side, one screw from the bottom came out, and that one disappeared. So now I've got two screws missing on my Switch, and I was like, okay, let me just tighten the other screw just to make sure it doesn't fall out by itself. But now I've got two screws missing, and I don't know where either of them went. They just vanished all of a sudden. Okay, great, that's lovely. So yeah, I ended up just like, okay, they ended up saying, fine. You know what, let's just go. Because my friends were at least one of my friends was getting hungry, and I was getting hungry. It was getting later in the event. So I was like, screw it, let's just end it. Let's just go. I'll just get new screws. And then get new tool set. So yeah, now my Switch has two missing screws on it, and I still haven't gotten a new tool set of screws yet. And the only reason why I haven't done it so is because the reason why is because I had to pay for insurance. Because just casual, at least not casual insurance payment, but just regular insurance payment. I had to deal with that, so I'm a little broke. I don't really have the excess money right now. At least I don't. I could, but I have to make sure I can actually pay for other stuff like food. So I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to dip into savings if I don't have to. So I'm gonna try and hold off right now. But yeah, that's not fun.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
So yeah, I'm like, okay. Well, you know what? I got out of this event with a fixed boombox and two missing screws on my Switch. Switch still works, which is, good. That's important, but great. Gonna have to leave it alone for right now. So that kind of sucks. But I also got a new CD out of it too, so that's nice. Now, if I had known better, because I didn't realize that one of the CD that I got wasn't actually one of the guys in making most of those CDs that were there. Actually, it was like a conglomerate CD. It's a bunch of, what was it? It was a bunch of. The CD that I have is from different artists, but they're all like chiptune type songs. They're all made different, like chiptune various. Hey, I don't know. I when I was leaving, the guy who made those the CDs that were being sold, I actually talked to him. I was like, "Hey, how do you make your? I was like, I gotta ask you, how do you make your music?" He's like, "Oh yeah, did you buy the CDs at the front?" I was like, "Yeah, I already got." Or he's like, "Yeah, I got CDs at the front. Did you want to get one?" I was like, "I already got one." Like, "Oh, okay." So we ended up talking for a bit about music stuff and just the way he makes music and whatnot, just the types of VST, well, not VSTs, but actually using different software like like I tried using Fame Tracker once, like different types of trackers like Fame Tracker 2, Sound Tracker, all this different stuff with different that emulate different sound chips from different or at least from old systems and stuff like that. We're getting into that kind of stuff. And it was a cool discussion. It was a cool discussion. So I said a lot of cool people I met there. And yeah, I actually after I left and I got home and I met the CD and I looked at the CD a little bit more. Or was it the CD wasn't actually one of his CDs. Was one of it was still like, you know, a bunch of cool songs. And of course I don't regret my purchase, but I'm like, because I originally looked like 2 CDs that there's 2 CDs I was looking at, and I realized that, oh, maybe I should have gotten both of them. Granted, I'd be a little bit more broke right now if I did, which is why I only got one. But at the same time, I did want both, and I actually want to hear his music. So I have to message my friend to tell him what the guy's Discord is, so I can be like, hey, do you like have your music, or like either one? Do you have your music somewhere else I can listen, I can, you know, see or download or anything like that, and we can buy it? Or hey, can I buy a CD of you somehow? I do want more CDs. I love to expand my collection. So, and I didn't want to hear his music because I like chiptune music. It's really cool. So yeah, and now I've got a working boombox and I've got a switch to missing screws. That's my little story right now. The reason why I stopped I'm kind of sitting here right now is because I wanted to stop talking for a bit. I wanted to finish my thoughts before I get into that last one, because I mean this isn't really a good still path build, but I also don't like spy. So I need to. This is my actual spy setup, so I actually need to focus a bit more for this one. Most because I don't like spy, but also because I don't want to fail this by accident. I could try to zip through it. I probably could. You know, I could probably just zip through it at this point, but I would do want to not screw it up by accident, because I probably will. So let me just make this quick. Spy missions are my least favorite in this game. I mean, I don't think they should be removed or anything like that. I just don't. I'm not the spy person. At least not in a game like this. I'm not the spy type of person. Most of my gear isn't really meant for this anyway. Well, this is high level, so hold on. This gun is built on getting slash procs, which is basically like bleed. Also has bleed crit too. Actually, you've got a shield spray on you. I don't actually need to kill you at all. I don't even need to kill you at all. Why am I trying to sit here and kill this guy when I actually don't need to? I just ignore him and run past. There's no point. You don't matter. Your life means nothing to me. All right, let me actually go to stealth.
Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
I just got here. But don't tell me one of them already got triggered somehow. But more importantly, what I love about this setup is, one, I can ignore lasers and cameras, because my augments lets me ignore lasers, so I can just roll past them and not even care. But also, this gun is silent. It's an automatic gun. It's not bad. I've got a ribbon for it, which means it's got a strong mod for it, and that it's silent, so it doesn't automatically alert enemies, which is nice. There we go. That's one. I'll get the alarm right here. Alright. Let's just go. Let's go! I pull up. I pull up. I pull down. I pull all around. Anyway. They actually weren't any guards in that one, which is weird. Doesn't matter too much. What's more important right now is that there's an Aqua coming. That Shadow Stalker. It's not even Shadow Stalker. That's like what I forgot what this version of Stalker is. You have a new voice line. I never heard you speak. You gonna show up or no? You shall not. Oh boy, he's level 200, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go. Okay, well this is gonna be interesting. It might actually be dangerous to me. This is not what I anticipated today. I need you to not. Wait, where are you? Where'd you go? Where's my thingy? I gotta mark you. Where the frick did you go? Oh, yeah, you can't do that. Seriously, where the frick did you go? Oh, there you were. Mark you so. God dang, it's teleporting. Are you going up top? For the love of God. I think he's going up top. Oh, there you go. Okay, frick it. I marked him for a second there, and Hey, dude, can you not, please? Okay. There you go. Oh, crap. It's like he's going to do a lot of damage. And I'm not... this is a very squishy frame. I don't want to just be sitting on... Or I need to keep moving. But I also need to... There you go. Jesus Christ. So with my shields. Oh, shit. Well, there's that, I suppose. That actually sucks. But... Wait, did you say forward? Or great, I gotta get my fox back up, too. Just need more stuff from him, too. But yeah, this isn't really a fighting frame. I just came to make... This is my cheat code for stealth missions. This is like get them done without dealing with too much bullcrap. I didn't anticipate getting jumped by the stalker today, so I didn't... This isn't like... I don't have stalker killing gear on me right now. I mean, I should, technically. My boss could do it, but... not well enough. I'm not a super good modder, I'll admit. But I definitely could get more out of this thing if I knew what I was doing properly. But I'm not too worried about it. It does good enough. Granted, it shouldn't take 2 clips. Or it shouldn't take 3 clips to kill this guy. I want you to specifically so it ruin my stealth. Alright. There we go. Might be like, oh, that's cheating. You don't usually play the actual stealth mission. No. One thing you actually need to get the original Warframe of this, because this is like the prime version, which means it's the prime version, which means like the rare version. To get this one's a bit easier, but I mean, this one's vaulted right now, so it's a little bit harder. To get the actual regular Warframe of this one, you have to do a bunch of stealth missions. So it dropped this Warframe, the regular Warframe, drops from stealth missions. So you have to do a bunch of them because they have random drops. I think they have random drops from... Well, they have random drops, yes, but I don't remember if it's random from all parts or if it's random from certain. I think it's from certain level ranges. Like you've got 20 or 15 to 25. It's like this part and stuff like that. So you have to do so you do have to get good at stealth missions, at least do them a bunch, in order to get all the pieces for her. And you have to find the right syndicate to get the right mod to get the right syndicate to get the mod to just ignore lasers like this. So to be fair, this does take some practice and investment. I mean, maybe not the one I have, but it does take some skill to actually get the ability to just kind of say F you to stealth missions. But, well, I don't know. I mean, I've got 2,000 hours in this. I feel like I have the right at this point to just be like, nah, I don't care.
Excellent work.
There we go.
A clean extraction with no
This would be
alarms.
fine if it weren't for the stalker coming in and
have
just
everything you
ganking me
need.
out of nowhere.
Get to extraction.
Oh, I'm using League terms now. Great. That still hasn't left my vocabulary. But legitimately, you just came in there and wiped me for no reason. Like, bro, I didn't even have to beef with you for that time. But you just came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. Just wiped the floor
Stay
with me for no
focused.
reason.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Now I'm mad. So now I'm gonna come after you at some point. Like, now I got beef with you. I didn't got beef with you before, but now I got beef with you. Now I need you to pull up again in my crib so I can wipe the floor with you again. I'll pull up my crib so I can wipe the floor with you. Me saying that just sounds so weird. Even if I can leverage that, it still sounds weird. Anyway, that's all the steel path incursions, which is the stuff I care about. I don't still think it's enough stuff, though. But it's not important right now. What is important is... Let's see here, I don't have enough stuff for that yet. So... I don't think. Actually, one thing we didn't do last time. Well, I'm thinking of it. Let's get this done real quick. While I'm thinking about it. But I did want to try... I remember last time I mentioned maybe just carrying some newbies. I could try that this time. I still need to farm for steel lessons, of course, but you can try carrying some newbies real quick.
I need you to sabotage this ship's
What in the love of God?
The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing
Oh, this
the
is new.
cells.
This is actually new. Hold on. The Noodletron. Okay. Alright, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. First off, oh, I didn't even destroy the drones. I love the drones. Alright. Let's go bowling! Let's go bowling! Let's go! I'm gonna get a strike! Mom said I'm the best bowler. I always get 300s. Perfect 300s. I gotta get out of bowler mode. I forgot I'm still in what is it? I'm actually still in solo mode. I remember that. Nourish my
Reactor is
body.
going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works.
The power of the Noodletron compels me. And I shall go
A
bowling.
coolant cell has been extracted.
Actually, I want to use the fuel cell for this. Is this a heavy sword? Based on the way this thing is moving. I think it's a heavy sword.
Reinserted. When the reactor is restarted, this
I
will
don't remember the
trigger a
base
meltdown.
movesets for all these stuff. I think it's a heavy sword.
Destroy the fuel injectors.
Alright, hold on. You know what? You don't matter. It really don't matter. Get this thing done. Alright. Easy mo- wait, there's one more. No, okay. There's an easy moto.
Reactor has gone critical. Get to
Okay,
extraction.
well, I didn't mean to run into that. Oops, that was an
Beware,
accident.
Tenno. This ship is experiencing reduced gravity and magnetic anomalies.
Yeah, I figured that out already. Thanks, Lotus. Really appreciate that. Oh, I switched over to the Voltor. I didn't even notice. Alright. Let us head off then, folks, shall we? Like miniature black holes. Which reminds me of the, what is it? The little, God, I actually don't want to, it's a bit of a spoiler for Xenoblade 3. Hey, can you guys screw off? Xenoblade Chronicles 3, but there's like these, well, I say these, I'm just gonna say they're like these giant black spears that show up in later end of Xenoblade 3, or Xenoblade, not Xenoblade 3, Xenoblade X. And they're freaking terrifying. The actual story part of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 later in the story is just stupid. I actually don't like the new chapter they added for the definitive edition. But the one thing I do like in that chapter, probably the only thing I like about that chapter, is those black spear things that show up everywhere. Only because I think they look cool. I mean, they look terrifying, but they look cool as well. It's like a giant void that just shows up in the middle of the world, and it's freaking it is actually terrifying to look at. Because they don't actually, there's like the one part of the world, it's like one of the few parts of the world that doesn't, was it? The one of the few parts of the map that doesn't deload from distance. So you just see it you just see it from far away, and it's just this gigantic, oh yes, this is a heavy blade. So it's this massive spear of just pure darkness that just sits around
we are.
Like if you're not bringing good weapons with me.
Well, thief.
That guy's a high amount of defense. Anyways, so there's just these giant black spears across the world that just sit there. They don't. Kind of sucks is that they don't one-shot you like I thought they would. Like I'd really hope that if you wouldn't touch them, they just one-tap you. Which would be really cool, but really terrifying. They damage you quite a bit, but not that much. You can pretty safely get away from them, which did kind of suck. But it also took a while. It took a lot of courage to get up close to them anyway, because they're freaking massive. But yeah. Anyways, let's see here. I don't mean to be in solo.
I claim this sector for the Grenier, for the old blood,
All
for
right.
the queen.
Shut up.
See how I serve you, mistresses. See.
Let's actually. I'm just gonna do number 1, and let's gonna see who shows up here. Let's see who pops up here. Let's just say if it's somebody new or this. Yeah. Person
There is a
new?
large
Not really.
platoon of Grenier Marine
That's
stationed
fine.
here. Leave no one standing.
That's fine. We'll make this quick then. She might be looking for. Hold on. I can use the opportunity, to be fair. Let's do some scanning. I need to get some plants. Well, I don't need plants, but they would be useful. Alright. Get some of these cones, and I think there's a couple other things that are on here you can scan. This planet has 2 different variants of each of the plants that are on it, based on whether or not it is daytime or nighttime, and it's currently nighttime, which also kind of sucks because it means we can't do the island hunting for a while. It's a long cycle, and we might have time before the end of the stream, but if I remember to do it anyways. But I don't think it's likely, so it is what it is. I don't want to keep this weapon or not. So I'll find out soon enough. I missed, but it's fine. I'm looking for stuff anyway. If we're gonna be doing this, might as well take our time. But actually, this isn't what I was trying to do. Right, you just dropped ammo. And is there anything else around here that I need? I mean, realistically, I just blast you in 2 seconds, and I'm very tempted to do that. That's nice, though. I will take that. I'm trying to think about things to yap about. It's like I got to put a fair amount of time.
None of the
A lot of
scanners have
yapping.
detected you.
I mean, the stuff I've just done this week. What's been when I say watching anime, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, I kind of been watching anime after getting that CD, because the CD actually is CD that I got has various chiptune versions of anime intros, and one of the ones I was there was actually 2 intros for this anime called Beastars. It's on Netflix. Like, okay, you know what? I saw it before. I was like, oh, this looks interesting. I've heard about it before. I hadn't actually looked at it yet. So I was looking for stuff to look at. And since there's 2 intros on there from the series, I was like, you know what? Why not? I'll check it out. Yeah, it's really good. It's actually really good. No, there's a lot of. I mean, I don't say that's a hidden banger. It's quite old by this point, and it wasn't unknown when it came out. So can't say that was really. I can't say that was like a hidden gem like Pantheon was. Pantheon's actually a hidden gem, but it's certainly. I don't know. It's just good. No complaints here. I don't know. But other than that, it's mostly just been working on music stuff. And finally getting back into that a little bit. A lot of confidence type of deal, I think.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
I messed with this song for the main theme for my game as well, trying to reverse this. Was it? Change this. I changed the chords. Here's the bass line, which I think made it actually sound pretty good. I should like how it is right now. I'm just changing the main synth so that it actually sounds a lot better. Or main synth side, it fits a lot more. It just sounds a lot clearer. But other than that, I've got really nothing. I mean, work's been kind of annoying, but I also don't really want to talk about work outside of work, so that's not really much the thing. So I don't know. I'm just, well, I guess, okay, you know what? I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals, which is, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I honestly, at this point, I've just kind of admitted to myself that, you know what, you know, you know what, I just, I can't not play hero shooters. It's just a guilty pleasure of mine. I have to learn to not, I have to improve my mental, I have to get better mental when I play them, so that way it doesn't ruin my mood. I think it's a better option. And I'm getting a lot better at that. So that's nice. I'm trying to think. What do I want to do? They don't have the incursions, which is nice. I don't think they'll probably refresh later on the stream. So they refresh every single day. So they'll be able to get more done later on. And I'll do those when they come up as well. But in the meantime, I think of other goals to do. I forgot what we're trying to do last time. I don't really care too much about all this.
Oda supposes everyone has to be some.
But what's something I actually need? I mean, other than the Performer, of course. I mean, I do need more steel instance, but I guess we can just level up some items, which is I think what we were trying to do before, as well as get prime junk for Barrow. Because actually, Barrow came back this week. So let's see what Barrow has and whether or not it'd be worth trying to farm for that kind of stuff. Otherwise, I might see if we can just speed that up. I'll just go do some Sanctuary Onslaught, which is it's a mission type that's really good for leveling up stuff. Make it quick, burn through a lot of items or burn through a lot of stuff, and just get some mastery, get some levels, and just move on from there. Do something interesting. I actually forgot what I was trying to do in terms of goals last time, so I don't know. I usually don't have a list. I mean, that is useful. That actually is useful, especially for that type of enemy. I would love this. This was actually useful. It's a new item. Not a bad crit chance. It's decent status as well. Okay. It's not too bad. I like these. It's a good one. I have the weapons from this. And I like these as well. It's good stuff. I didn't have that. I would normally get all this stuff, but I don't have the things for it. I mean, I know. All this stuff is definitely useful, and I'd like it. It's just, hold on, let's see what this is first. Do some gambling real quick.
They say money can't buy class. But
Oh, it's not bad. I mean, it's not that useful, but I'd rather an affinity booster because that will stack with this. This is actually really good though. I granted this will be after you get everything else, which is very unlikely. At least for me, right now. Let's see here. I guess in that case, let us do some farming. Turn off Steel Path real quick so I don't accidentally do no damage. Do no damage all of a sudden. Like, why can't I kill anybody? Well, buddy, it's because you're doing something. You're on a mission type where you have your level 0 weapons that are not modded at all. Probably gonna tickle them. You're actually gonna tickle them. Okay, so that's the amount of stuff I have. All right then. That's fine. Let's see what we got over here. What's some stuff to talk about here? I don't know. Been doing a lot of Marvel Rivals.
Nearby communications towers are broadcasting crucial enemy intelligence. Capture the towers and decode any incoming messages.
Well, you know, I actually meant to.
Watch out. I'm
This week I was
detecting
actually
void
this
fissures
week
nearby.
I was
Do
actually gonna
you have a
stream
matching
Freedom
relic?
Planet if I had remembered to actually do farming this week like I wanted to,
You found a fissure. Look out for reactant.
because my friend had bought that for me and I didn't want to just sit around. And I didn't want to just let that sit around and collect dust, if you will, in my Steam library. I still don't want to. I actually want to join my Steam Deck as well, but I haven't really opened it yet. So I will be either if I don't get it, if I don't get to it by next week, it might be the next stream. So look forward to that. But for now, this is fine, because I use this stream as an excuse to do
Tower
stuff.
captured. Beginning stream decode now.
Oh come on!
We are in total control. Keep fighting.
You know, I have a list of stuff to talk about though. I don't know. Talked about photography before, and talk about talk with the guy about some photography. He did tell me about a place.
Keep
Are you?
fighting.
Talking with some
For more
friends.
reactant.
Talking with friends about where to get a camera at, because look at the price ranges for cameras, and yeah, they are very expensive. These for the cameras that I wanted to use. As I mentioned before, that I didn't just I was looking at the type of camera, looking at the types of cameras, and just think about what I actually wanted to do. I don't just want to get. There's different types of cameras, like point and shoot, like just point and click. Slightly better than digital, slightly better than phone camera. You know, you've got somewhere that's like a hybrid of a really actual like main camera. Like the main ones that I wanted were like either a DSLR or a digital SLR. I forgot what that actually stands for, or a what is it? What is it for? Digital SLR or a mirrorless camera. So like I think the main difference between that is like the DSLR camera. It has a sight,
Well done.
and there's a mirror that's in the lens, or at least in the camera, that reflects what's coming through the lens up to the sight, so that you can see which you're actually pointing at. And it might have a screen on it too, but usually you're just looking to the sight. And the mirrorless cameras don't have the sight. Instead, you just look to this. Instead, they actually do have a regular screen. And so, like, there's pros and cons to both of them. Mirrorless cameras are a little bit more expensive. They have different stuff and different parameters and whatnot. At least, I mean, still regular camera stuff, but like at least for mirrorless cameras, when you look through a mirrorless camera, what you're seeing on the screen is actually what the picture would look like. Not, hey, this is what's coming through the lens. I guess if you want to say it, the
We have control of
mirrorless
all
camera
four
is a
towers.
more pure, or the DSLR cameras, or at least those types of cameras, kind of have a more pure look of what's coming through the lens, because you actually see what's coming through, like what your camera's looking at. Whereas mirrorless camera, we see what the picture looks like, aka what happens when you take the picture with all the settings applied and everything like that, which with your aperture, your ISO, and your shutter speed, and all that stuff, kind of type of stuff. And you see what the picture will look like. So that's pros and cons, like I said. Regardless, those cameras, DSLR and mirrorless, which actually have the settings of your aperture, your shutter speed, and your ISO. You see the main three. Those ones, shutter speed, f-stop, and ISO. I think those are, what f-stop also stands for, but regardless, those ones, the stuff that actually has those settings are a little bit more expensive, like $400 at minimum. Minimum $400 from what I can see from just looking up stuff. Which is why I haven't looked at anything too seriously yet. So I am nesting a camera, and I would like to have a camera at least for fall. Because I love autumn. I love the autumn, or look of autumn.
Will you stay or go?
I haven't looked at it too seriously because I just have money for it right now. But regardless, I was talking with him about that, and yeah, it's gonna be something. So I just then I was talking with some people about it, and they mentioned some place you can actually get cameras at. Problem is, it's in an area where I don't want to go alone.
Try and capture another signal.
So
Be
I have to
careful, though. The
potentially
enemy
figure out
has
some
surely
friends
rallied
to.
stronger
I friend I got
reinforcements.
like a friend or two, and just
Good work today.
hey,
Not
can you
only
drive
have
with
we
me? It was
avoided
can
enemy
you want to tag
transmissions,
along with me to go
we
to
have
this
also
place?
disrupted their
So then I actually have money for it,
communications.
and really need to do that because they don't just sell new cameras. They sell like pre-owned they sell used cameras, which I think is fine as long as they're in good condition. So I do want a camera that can actually practice like the actual photography elements with. But I also don't want to sell it for $2,000 or $1,000 for a new camera right now because that's just a lot of money, and I'm not super into photography yet. Still, I want to get into it, but I also don't want to, like I said, spend a whole bunch of I want to learn the actual piece of photography, like not just like framing and everything. Of course, is also important as well. Something you can still do even without those pieces of aperture, ISO, and shutter speed and whatnot. But I also want to have that experience with those pieces as well. And you need to have a higher-end camera to do that. So it's like, it's just the pros and cons there, and just give and take, and find the right camera and right balance and what stuff that I actually need for that. And like I said, I do need a camera anyway, so it's a good excuse. I just need to find the right time and I just need to have the right. We just need to have cash on me. So I'll figure it out. But yeah, I don't know. Just a bunch of stuff. I feel tired. I might not make this a long stream. I usually try to do at least 2 hours, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I think I mentioned before, but I usually play this game with I play this game with like a video on the background, with videos on the background and stuff like that. So I don't typically just sit here and play this game. So I do need to talk while I'm doing this because otherwise I will pass out. Otherwise I will fall asleep. But at the same time, I don't know, I'm just tired. Let's see here. What have you got? What do I want to play around with today? What do I want to play around with today? I mean, I guess... You know what? I mean, this could work. You can power up my weapons, and I could definitely take this to a high-level mission now. Kinda. So if they shoot at me, and I probably won't. So it really won't work. Let's make this quick. Let's make this quick. I won't be doing any damage with this anyway, but... Whatever. I'm like, we've got the double affinity weekend. We've got the double affinity weekend. We'll just blast through it real quick. Get the leveling done so we can do some other stuff. Before my brain leaves out my spine because it's already trying to. Like, I love this game, but I do need other stuff to do. I need something else. I need something else. There's something to talk about. I cannot do this. Like, I've actually played with friends before. They keep me yawning, alright. You gotta see me yawning, like freak. Like, I played with friends before, and I've legit started passing out on the VC, bro. I can't. I've had some time I had to play. I was playing this game with some friends for like hours, just doing some farming and whatnot, which is fun. It's fun. But I was legitimately falling asleep in the freaking VC. So, yeah, I'm not. I gotta either be speaking, doing something, or I need some stimuli. Let's see here. I don't think of. Oh, you know what? Actually, this could be it. Shoot. I was looking at Steam today. I saw there's like a sale for Kingdom Hearts and Risk of Rain, which I think is cool. But I still need to get to Kingdom Hearts at some point. I think I mentioned before. I don't know if I mentioned before, but I actually got the. I wanted to get into Kingdom Hearts, and it's like, okay, where do I start? To me, somebody was like talking about it at work for I think it's like a year ago at this point. They're like, oh yeah, there's like this bundle that you can get for PS4 that has off my mic. like this bundle you can get on Steam, or a bundle you can get for PS4. It has all the games combined. It's like one. It's like two different discs with like 1, 2, all these different side games as well. And the side game, the games doesn't have on it, got cutscene stuff for them. The other one's like 2.5 HD, 2.5D prologue. That series has some weird names, but I can't. And it's like, okay, and let's look at the new Warframe because this is interesting. Hold on, where's tab? Oh, that's not the right one. Yes. What button is that? Shoot, I really haven't played this in a while. Oh, I was trying to press. Oh, it's Title 9. Huh. What's going on in this then? I don't mind them shooting me either, because that just increases the duration of my weapon buff, so that's nice. But anyways, I had, what is it? Yeah, I got that. It also came with just a copy of Kingdom Hearts 3. So that's nice. But yeah, I started playing Kingdom Hearts 1. I haven't gotten back to it in a while though. But I don't know, it's been nice. I forgot what even made me want to do that game in the first place. I don't know. I want to say it was Smash, but I don't think it was. Smash did give me want to go into the Smash did give me into the Xenoblade Chronicles series. I remember I wanted Smash for the 3DS so badly when I was younger. And that game was announced to come out because I was like, oh, finally, because I loved playing Smash from growing up. I loved playing Smash growing up with my aunt, my aunts, my uncle, their friends, my grandfather. My grandfather hardly played with me all the time. Not because he didn't want to, but because he knew I would beat him. and I usually did. But, you know, I'd play with my aunt and uncle, and they'd usually beat me. And apparently I didn't like that. That's what they told me. But also didn't surprise me either. Either way, I finally was like, okay, because I didn't have a console back then. I didn't have any consoles back then. So I was like, okay, finally a game I can play on I finally can play a Smash on my 3DS and take with me and whatnot. So I really wanted that for Christmas, and my grandmother got it for me. And I was like, huh, who's this weird guy who's like called Shulk? It's kind of weird. He's a new character, so I decided to play him. Little did I know that character would become my main. Even to this day, I still like playing Shulk. But I was like, oh, this Shulk character is pretty fun. Wonder where where he comes from. And it led me into watching Sugar Conroy's playthrough of Xenoblade 3, or Xenoblade 1, that whole thing, and then led me into getting into the series. And eventually, when I got my got a Wii U, then I ended my aunt ended up getting me the. Oh shoot! I shouldn't die here, but I am missing my buff, which kind of sucks. Where's my energy? I forgot how I get energy with this build. Okay, well, I did die here, but oh, I have combat discipline on. That's why. Oops. But wait, how do I get energy with this build again? I think it was rage, right? I think it was rage. Yeah. Not bad.
The experiment's design dictates increased efficiency. I trust you will be able to complete this study, Hunter?
I mean, I get my buff back, that'd be nice. I just need to not die before that, because all these toxic frogs are going to hit my health like crazy. Okay, I need to be careful here.
You just got lucky, that's all.
Oh, okay, they revive themselves. Yeah, I'm not getting it. Oh, there must be Superman. It must be Jerry draining my energy, because I don't have should be getting toxic. If I'm getting hit on health, I should be getting energy from that. At least from this build, anyway. That's how this build works. It feeds back to itself. Something's draining my energy. Yeah, it's fine. Because I can't get energy otherwise.
You ain't so tough without me.
Maybe I should have brought at least one decent weapon with me. Okay. And there goes half my... Yep. Okay. Well, sucks, but it's war. There we go. Now I can do damage again. Just be careful about my usage of stuff. But yeah. I was like, okay, who's this shot guy? And remember, I played the... yeah, so I watched the playthrough and I got really interested in the series, and so when I got a Wii U, Wonk got me, and Chronicles X. I can't remember if I bought it when into that gosh. She actually bought it from me. I cannot remember. Either way, I got the game, and yeah, that was fun. I had no idea what I was doing, but that was fun. Just I've been interested in the series. It's been nice. I won't be surprised if Sword. I mean, this is mildly. I already knew about this Kingdom Hearts series before that. It's just okay. It was an excuse to get into it, kind of thing. I'm trying to find more games for my PS4. Also, to get the Gravity Rush as well. Gravity Rush. On there. Gotta get Elden Ring. I have Elden Ring on there. Got Gravity Rush on there. Just need to actually play them at some point. I haven't gotten to them yet. I don't know. Mine's all over the place. Or mine's all over the place. I'm not quite max strength of all these weapons yet. Got a little bit more to go. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so while we have some extra mod space, I wonder if there's anything else we can put on here. Just to do a little bit more damage, make this slightly more manageable. Why does this have a thing on there? Why does it have an organ catalyst on here? There should not be an why would I waste organ catalyst on a Boltor I'm never going to use again? That doesn't make any sense. I think I poured a form on here, so why did I put an organ catalyst on here?
Now get out there and
I'm going to use it for something, aren't I?
and make the Lotus proud.
Hold on. That makes no sense. Okay, where? God dang it. Okay, oh wait, it was already on there. Bold sword. Nope. I can't even see the thingy. Okay, well, there's one of these weapons I think that uses the Boltor as its. Uses the Boltor as a piece of itself. I just don't remember what it was. It might not matter. I just need to keep it on hand. Like I said, this uses Miter and uses the Hiku, or I don't know, Hiko. However you want to pronounce it. And then I don't know. I do not know. I suppose it is what it is. It is what it is. We shall let it go. Let it ride off into the sunset, never to be seen again. Into the depths you go. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sure, though, that I don't accidentally miss something. Because I have to build it again, and it just gets cumbersome. No, I have this again. No, it's just ready to build.
Stand by while
I might have just been... Actually, no, I think I might have used something else to build that weapon. And now I'm just living it through so I can actually get it out of the way. Which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think that's actually the case. Alright, then. Cool with me. Get it done and dusted. All right. I don't know if I'm keeping you or not. Probably not. I'd have put something in you already if I had thought so. I don't put anything in the ball tour, but it's. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I can already feel it in myself. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my bones. Enough to make my systems go. Although I did notice the time, by the way. I went over to 8 o'clock, which means that we actually have games in 1 hour. Okay. Hold on. This is getting interesting. So I'm gonna start using these. I'm gonna start doing these steel path incursions again. I'm gonna keep an eye on the time. I do want to do some eidolons tonight. I think that'll be. That's one of the other things I had said last time that I wanted to try out. Or I said to try out. I've already done it before. You can see I have the thingy here. I want to do, but I hadn't gotten back. I didn't get back to it because we had that little hiccup there with the what is it? Had a little hiccup there with the. For God's sake. With the network. So now it's our opportunity to actually get back to that. But first, before we get to that, I'll leave you for a little while because I think you two are going to take a little bit. These like several capture missions, which we can get done pretty quickly. Let's get through these real quick. Let's get through these, do the zoomies, and then we'll get back to where we need. Get back to the Eidolon stuff, and I can walk through that, or probably not walk through it, but at least talk through it while we're doing that whole spiel or what have you. So, anyways, I don't know. I think of other topics for today. Stuff that's going on. Recent news. I don't know. I've seen Roblox getting their butt whooped, which is nice. I played Roblox for a long time, actually. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that too early because I'm gonna lose my energy real quick. I'm gonna use my energy if I do that combo without enough enemies.
You found a target. Capture them quickly.
I make sure I have enough. I make sure I have that ring on me if I can. But
mission complete.
hey, buddy.
The captive has been escorted
Chill,
to the
chill,
extraction
chief.
point. Well done.
And there we go. All right. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. There we go. Give me the energy. There we go. It's not enough for... I may have enough for the ring now, but I don't really have enough to get... Okay, no, I'm good. If I start getting attacked again, I'll pop it.
Inbound.
For God's sake, I can't... Okay, there we go. Like, Jesus Christ, I should be looking through a freaking doorway. Are you sure you've played this game a lot? You know, sometimes I question myself. Sometimes I question whether I have knowledge of certain things. Because it definitely doesn't look... You definitely wouldn't notice by looking at me. You definitely notice by looking at my gameplay anyways. In any case... I don't know. I've just been. Oh yeah, let me look through my. Look through my history. I'll look through my YouTube watch history, to see what kind of topics to talk about. So that's a weird way of getting conversation topics. But it's just I don't usually have stuff written down, and sometimes I have this planned out. Sometimes I don't. So. It's like, oh no, what it is. Not a lot of Warframe stuff, actually. Some memes, of course. Yeah, nothing really that important. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I forgot. Did I ever say about Sonic Prime? The Netflix show that's actually not too... It's actually really underrated, but really good. Well, yeah. Sonic Prime's another Netflix show that's very underrated and very good. I know, there's some... People talk about Sonic Boom a lot. Sonic Boom is a very interesting show. I mean, you probably know about you probably heard about the show before because of just various memes that are around the place. Like, this thing was taken out of context and whatever, and it's really funny, and it is very funny. It is genuinely funny. It's like all the voice actors, voice actresses were having fun during the stuff. Like that, I will say, personally, my thoughts on like Sonic Boom after having watched both seasons. CGI, like some of the jokes fall flat. Yeah, it's partially because it's for kids, partially because it's a little on the nose, and they could have been more subtle about it, more cool about it. But you still think, but you know, some of the animation and CGI is kind of. The CGI is kind of. But honestly, the whole thing is really made up for by the voice actors. Because all the voice acting is just everyone is having fun. I think that's what makes it so much better. The writing is good. The writing's just good enough, and all the characters are just satirical enough to themselves, where they actually feel like themselves, but also satirical enough to play off for each other. I think I mentioned before that the best comedy isn't necessarily just good jokes, but also it's mostly the memorable comedy that's really funny and really clever is when you have good solid characters and a good solid plot and a good solid world, and everything plays off each other in a unique way. It's not just funny like haha part jokes or poop jokes, but like a character, I don't know, like off the top of my head, just like two characters interacting with each other in a way where this seems like a logical option or something like that. I don't know. But just it's more memorable if the actual you actually have to good writing for the comedy to be memorable. Like you can't skimp on the writing for the comedy to actually flourish properly. And I think they did a good job at that. And the voice actors and voice actresses nailed it as well. Even for the side characters, it's genuinely funny.
Stay focused.
It seems like they actually had fun doing this whole thing, and they actually did a good job. So I do applaud them for that. And so yeah, it's a very good show. And after that, I was on at Sonic Prime because I had seen I'd seen it a couple times when looking at some stuff for Sonic Boom. And I was like, oh, interesting. I've never really heard of this before. I mean, I remember seeing anyone talk about this show before. It's like, oh, let me check it out then. And I got hooked. It was like a couple, I think it's like 2 or 3, I think it's like 2 seasons. Like a solid start to finish story. It just has an actual ending and everything like that. It's nice. Generally fun. It was I don't know. And I'll admit some of the voice acting changes did catch me off guard at first, but it worked.
It is done, Tenno.
So some predictable stuff, maybe a little bit too much reliance on the cliche or the save me at the last minute type of deal. But I genuinely think it's a good show if you want to check it out. It's on Netflix. It's just a very fun show. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of good shows, a lot of underrated shows that I just never heard about before. And I don't know. Yeah, it's nice. I want to do a full review. I'd have to. I have a script for a full review, but that's just my thoughts. Those are just my thoughts. It is in 1 hour, so I think it has more time on it. Yeah, I think it might have more. I think it might not be time soon. Nothing about it. We'll do more of these stuff. If I have to do survival, we'll do it. I just don't want to get caught in a mission for too long and then not be able to catch. Wait, did it say day in 1 hour? Did it say day in 1 hour or did it say night in 1 hour? Oh, for fuck's sake. I think we might actually be missing it right now. Okay, after this is done, get this done, and then I'm going to go check out what's going on in the Plains of Eidolon, because I think we might be missing it right now.
Corpus walkers are heading to your location.
I think I might be a little stupid. Maybe I might be a little focused on. I might be a little bit busy talking to focus on the game. I think I might have missed that. There we go. Oh crap! I'm about to die.
Let our target know we're here. Track them down.
Good thing he just stopped shooting at me because he ran out of bullets.
The captive has been escorted to the extraction
Thankfully,
point.
the laser ran out of bullets, so that's good for us. I think maybe she's missing it now though. So I will go. I'll grab my gear and we'll head off to the plains, and I will do some Eidolon hunting. So I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be the last thing. Well, actually, no, I'll do that. We'll finish off these incursions. And I think that'll be the last thing I do for today, or for tonight. And I'll probably be a degenerate and hop on Marvel Rivals. Either that or watch more Beastars. Because I've generally been enjoying that show. I don't know. I've been wanting to watch more because as YouTube is getting more egregious with ads, which has really been frustrating the crap out of me.
You strike to win.
Because I swear to God, you are not if you're watching YouTube on mobile nowadays, I am so sorry. I understand completely because I've been there. I have been afraid to watch it on TV because of how bad it is on mobile. It's like every 5 minutes there's a new ad, and nowadays the ads have like they put this extra thing where like slides across like a third of your screen. Here's a big banner of just the ad. Day ends in 1 hour. No, day ends in 1 hour. Okay, so I didn't read that in properly. Okay, we're good. We're okay. But yeah, there's like this giant big banner of, hey, by the way, here's the, here's the ad or whatever. So if you try to skip past, if you're like in the middle of skipping past a section of the video, and accidentally pop up, because it just slides right into where the skip button on the right is. You can accidentally tap the ad as you're just in the middle of skipping past stuff, and it's really annoying. And nowadays after that, because they had that for a little while, what's actually new is they started adding this extra little piece on the left side too. Because right now they're normally just popped on the right side. So they've added to the left side. There's like this little banner thing. The banners that used to be there, now they're back alongside everything else, and they remain after the actual ad section has popped up for a little longer afterwards. It's like a minute or two after the ad's gone. So it's just even more egregious than it was before. Honestly, I just stopped. I've just been watching. I've been leaning more towards watching YouTube on my computer and my phone, or computer, my laptop, because of just how annoying that is to deal with.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance.
Like, okay, let me do it on this where I have a freaking ad blocker, because I just don't want to deal with this.
A coolant cell has been extracted.
And what was it? Do I have an actual ad blocker?
When the reactor is restarted, this will trigger.
But also, I've just been trying to not use YouTube as much, because it's just been really frustrating to deal with. I just don't have patience for it.
Destroy the fuel injectors.
There we go.
The reactor has gone critical. Get to extraction immediately.
God dang, I'm stuck. Stuck. Door stuck.
Beware, Tenno. This ship is experiencing reduced gravity and magnetic anomalies.
Yeah, so it's been getting more annoying, and just been trying to work around it and whatnot. So like I said, part of why I've been trying to look at many more anime, more shows and anime, I suppose. And yeah, it's been cool. I mean, it's not like stuff that I've entirely been not wanting to watch. It's some of the stuff is stuff I've been meaning to get off my backlog, but some of the stuff is actually new. It's really cool. I think I mentioned before, like a couple weeks ago, I'm watching this anime called Oshinoko with my friends. Actually, no, we were watching Dan to Dan, and she messaged me midstream. She was like, "Hey, you want to watch more Dan to Dan because new episodes came out?" I'm like, sure, why not? I'll hurry up and clean up. And came over, watched episodes of Dan to Dan. Actually, no, she wanted to watch Dan. We watched Dan to Dan. She also wanted to watch the second season of Oshinoko. So I had bought the episodes for it because it was like nowhere else but this one location. You can only buy it. She has like 2 locations, but the other one, never really used the other one. So I bought this episode. We just spent like the rest of the day. We went ate something, and then spent like the rest of the day just watching that anime. And me over here fanboying about different scenes in the show because it's really, really good. I mean, after that part of the manga does start to go downhill, but at least that part is actually fun, or at least the parts that are in the anime are actually really cool, and I really enjoy it. So we just went through that, and yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird because I got into it so late that at this point the whole cycle of that anime being really good, and then everything they had in the manga, and then it went downhill, and just like, okay, went all through that, and I didn't know about any of it, so I got to just enjoy it, and then after I watched everything, then I realized learned what happened, and it's like, oh, that's unfortunate. it's the potential was so there, and then it just got thrown into the bin. Oh my god, it's genuinely a shame. And just looking at the theories of how people were talking about this show and the manga went down, or just how the manga went downhill and everything like that, how the ending happened and whatnot. I won't spoil. I mean, I guess I could spoil it. It's just it's bad. it's not good. But just learning how everything happened and whatnot, how it might have felt, it kind of, I'd say, made me want to take my time with my stuff. But I never really want to get to the point where I will say it. Just even if it's true or not, I don't want to get to the point where I ever feel like I'm actually getting, what was it before, not hostile, but just resentful of my own work. And I kind of worried about that before, so I was like, oh, or I remember, I think I was trying to finish, what is it? No, I want to get, okay, so I remember after I got Xenoblade Chronicles 3 came out, I bought it, but I hadn't finished. I wanted to play through all of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 first. Because my aunt had bought me Xenoblade Chronicles 1 Definitive Edition. And it had been several years since I've watched the playthrough from Sugar Conroy. So I was like, okay, let me actually play this game again myself. So I remember everything that happened and all the events and all the characters and whatnot. Because that might be important for the third game in the series. And they weren't completely important for the main story, but they did give me some insights and some, you know, like, oh my god, that's from X, Y, and Z, and oh my god, type of moments. But either way, so I wanted to get through that first, but before I got through that game of Xenoblade 1, I wanted to finish playing Three Houses, and I felt like near the end of Three Houses, because I genuinely enjoyed Three Houses, but I felt like near the end of that game, I started to be a little bit more resentful of it, because I felt like it was holding me up from Xenoblade 1 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which is what everyone was talking about at the time. I missed it by like a year, Xenoblade 3. I had the game on me, I just didn't want to play it that soon. And I didn't want to play multiple games at once. So I was like, oh, okay, this is like, I have like 2 games in the backlog for this one game that I want to play really badly, because everyone keeps talking about it, and everyone's like, oh, this is like the best in the series in terms of gameplay. Everyone's hyping it up so much, and I'm like, oh, great, I want to play it. And I said, I gotta get to these 2 games first, and next, it just made me feel like I was getting very resentful of Three Houses and trying to get through it really quickly. So I don't know if I really enjoyed those last few chapters that I really should have or really could have, because I was just trying to push through it to just get to what the games that I wanted to play. And I don't know. This is just playing games, not like making anything. But you know, I've definitely had those times where I've been trying to, you know, I've had a project that I've really been wanting to work on, a game that I really wanted to work on, and felt like this like, you know, songs mainly. That this song's in the. I really want to work on this song, but I don't want to work on too many songs at once, and so I got to finish this song before working that song, and then just maybe want to rush through X song or X or Y song just to get to Z. And I don't really want to do that, because it just makes the end product not as good. And you know, just now being on the kind of being on the receiving end of it, just really feeling like, wow, this could have been really, really good if the artist had actually taken the time to care about this as much as I do, or much as I did reading it. And it's hard to feel that if you're actually making this stuff, you know, when you actually. Well, like I said, it feels different when you're actually making this stuff, because it's like, okay, you know, this can feel kind of a roadblock. When you're busy, you know, you're actually involved in you're actually consuming the media, and you're reading it, or you're watching it, or whatever, you're playing through it. It's a very different feeling, a different relationship, and you can definitely feel that when you're going through it, when you're looking at it. It's like, yeah, this is. I feel like the creator cared about this. They really enjoyed it, or they really cared about that at this point. But after this, it just feels like they kind of either didn't care or just resented it, and it's really unfortunate. There's a lot of potential here that just didn't get materialized because they just rushed through it too much. And I don't really want that to happen for my stuff. At the same time, you don't want to take too long. You know, I don't want to take too long on stuff. But also, you know, there's also the importance of just making sure you slow down and actually enjoy what you're working on. Finish it to the end, because that'll benefit the work a lot more than it will just rushing through to get to what's supposed to be the bigger and shinier and better project.
Extraction is ready.
That's why I have a lot of ideas for games and whatnot already. But I do want to make sure that this game that I'm still working on is actually as good as it's going to be. And I wish I could say I'm getting Today progress done. I kind of am working on the song. I'm working on the soundtrack. And I've been getting some stuff done. It's just mental state. I mean, it's an excuse really, and it's a bad excuse. But it's I mean, it is what it is, I suppose. It'll get done. I want it to get done. Just I also don't want to rush it too much. Regardless, I suppose that's what it is. Either way, that's why I work on multiple songs. But I definitely have had those moments where I've just been trying to. I've been looking at I've been trying to get through one project to do another one, and just I don't know. Sometimes it's not too bad. Because it's not, you know, you still do whatever you can. It just makes you. Sometimes it may just make you actually work on trying to finish the work instead of sitting on it for too long, which I definitely am also guilty of. The album, but at the same time, you don't want to shoot. Frick! I forgot to change my stuff. Okay, well, I might not be doing that much damage then. Oops. Okay, I might be doing piss poor damage on this map because these enemies have some interesting resistances, and they resist all of my weapons. That's why. I mean, I could do damage, but not that much damage. So, okay, well, I mean, I won't be here that long, so that's fine. It just kind of sucks. Either way. Yeah. So I've been on both ends before. Sometimes it'll make you rush. Sometimes it'll make you just keep pushing you to finish stuff. Depends on the person, depends on the project. Helping it come with more the latter for me. It's like, okay, let me actually... I have more things I want to do, so I'm just not finish. Let's not take too long on this one thing, so I can do kind of gotta do more, and not let me just hurry this up so I can get done with, so I can get to the next thing. Because there'll always be the next thing. At least in most cases, there'll always be the next thing to do and the next thing to work on. And you definitely don't want to always have that mentality of this. Well, I mean, you always want to not get too hung up on one thing because there's always improving for the next. There's always taking what you learned from this project and improving it for the next one. That's what I try to do for music, at least. But at the same time, you know, it's a balance. It's all about balance. Just a lot of balance here and there and everywhere. In any case, yeah. So let's just get through these missions really quickly so we can get back to so we can hopefully. I don't know if we'll have enough time, or at least I don't know if not enough time, but I don't know if we'll have the opportunity to do any Eidolon hunts today, because I don't think they'll show up soon enough.
Anyone spit or split. That thing's wrong. Capital W wrong.
I just don't know if we'll get to it. I don't know if it'll come up on time. Unbind Whisper. Oh, this is like a mid-boss. Forgot about this too. I forgot about you, and I do not have the right weapons for you as well. You're also Murmur, so I don't have the weapon. I have the Murmur weapons on me.
It's safe. It's still out there. You have to kill all of it, not just the skin.
Not just the skin, but also the bones. You must kill the skin and the bones and the blood.
Destroy the...
There we go. Unidentified item.
I told you not to mess with it. I'm glad you're okay.
Fortunately, my teammates have better weapons than I do. So they can carry me while doing piss poor damage. Not doing nothing. Okay, this is... Yes, it is familiar. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing much. It is what it is. It happens sometimes. Be in both positions at some point. Because you're like really, really high in game. That is what it is. Encourages you to get better. Alright. Let's see here. Thinking of other stuff. I don't know. I need to get to Sonic X Shadow Generations at some point as well. Get back to that. Oh, I actually don't have that thing already. Oh, shoot. This is... I forgot who's being attacking me right now. I should probably stop shooting. I forgot. This enemy actually gives you a bubble that it attracts all shots to you. Which means if I keep shooting, I will kill myself by accident. Okay, let me just run around for a little bit and just not shoot them. Because I will get myself killed by accident and they will disappear. Just use melee attacks. There we go. I don't know, screwed myself up there if I had not been paying attention. Alright.
You can come home now. No need to be a hero on my account.
Say less. Get the frick out of here. Man, I need to get back to that game at some point. Actually, I don't know when I want to play that or not. The thing about getting back into was, and I opened up Named Ex Machina, reviewed the controls. I haven't actually gotten back into it yet. Thought about doing that, or what is that? Or what's that game again? Oh yeah, for Armored Core 6. I haven't done that yet either. I need to update my spreadsheet as well. So many things to do. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff to do. A lot of stuff to worry about. It's just prioritization. And energy. This week, it's been a long week. A lot of BS. I honestly should have taken the day off today. Either today or Monday. Because it's just... Ugh. Alright, are the Eidolons open yet or no? I don't think so. I actually wasn't paying attention too much. I don't think it's actually open yet. It ends in 1 hour. Nope, it takes a while. So let's see. How much steel lessons do I have? If I have enough, then we're just done. I don't think I do, but I'll check. No, I need 150. I need 150 in order to get the blueprint. You definitely don't have enough. That's fine. I think that's it for today. Cause I'm probably close to falling asleep right now, and I'm not waiting for Eidolons tonight. That'll be enough for another. That'll be enough for another time. Yeah. A great thing for another time. So, with that being said, y'all, hope you guys enjoyed the stream and my constant rambling about, oh god, what am I going to talk about? Blah 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 blah. Here's a random topic to talk about. And I'm just going to go play Marvel Rivals because I need my guilty pleasure fix. So yeah, y'all go have a good